Target. Will their latest campaign get them sued? If you've been paying attention, you see that Target came out with a whole new merchandising strategy and then quickly had to pull it back because of public outcry. And the question left for us as business analysts, as attorneys, as people on the outside is, will they end up getting sued for this? Now, in general, businesses and their boards of directors are protected from lawsuits by what is called a business judgment rule. You are allowed to make business decisions, and courts generally don't want to go into those business decisions and upset them or reevaluate them. If there's a basis in business for the decision as rational, basically the courts will generally uphold that, right? That seems to be the law in most places. But at some point, you start crossing a line into decisions that are very harmful. Now, what we have here that's unique with Target is we've just built off the Bud Light experience. So Bud Light had a negative experience. Bud Light had massive damage potentially to their brand from their controversial stance. And so now you have to apply the same logic to Target. At some point, is the board making these decisions to come out with these new marketing campaigns that are upsetting large percentages of the customer base going to get questioned in court? Now, that's not saying anything about whether any of this is right or wrong or what they should be doing. The question is, are they doing what's best for the stockholders, and are they maximizing the profit? These are generally things that the courts want businesses to do, is to maximize those long-term profits, use the assets well. You are essentially, when you're a board member, akin to a trustee. You are holding the assets for those shareholders and trying to manage them for them. And the question becomes, will somebody want to bring a lawsuit at some point and question it? I'm not saying whether that lawsuit's going to win or lose. What it is getting apparent here is there may be a basis to challenge them, particularly in the case of Target, because the Bud Light experience is so recent. They see what happened with that, so they were informed. They have knowledge, potentially, that a marketing campaign that shifts your customer base could potentially disrupt sales and cause a lot of downstream issues. So my question to you, and what I'd love to hear from in the comments, do you think they're making the right decisions? And secondarily, do you think that their decision-making is so egregious that they should be sued? We'll be watching to see if somebody actually does file a lawsuit eventually on one of these corporations that shifts their marketing strategy very quickly. And sometimes these are intentional long-term shifts, and sometimes they seem to be very accidental, quick steps of employees. In the case of Bud Light, as I've covered in prior videos here on the channel, there didn't seem to be a strategy here, right? There was just a shift. And it wasn't just, we got to get new sales, we got to get new distributors, we got to get new bars and restaurants. They just kept their existing network and shifted their strategy. Here with Target, is this part of a longer-term strategy? I guess we'll see. What do you think? Love to hear your comments. If you have general comments, drop them below. But if your comments are specific or for legal advice, don't put them here. Other people can see your comments. Reach out to an attorney if you're choosing for legal issues. For general discussion, feel free to comment below for topics for future videos, etc. And I hope you subscribe to the channel so we can join each other for more videos soon.